Welcome to Quest Logs. Monsters and Villains. Villain, Lady Eira, the Tiefling Necromancer. Introduction. 1. Introduce the Necromancer villain, who goes by the name of Lady Eira, as a powerful and enigmatic figure who commands a vast army of the undead. Establish her as a powerful and intelligent spellcaster who is feared and respected by many in the realm. Introduce her undead Knight Protector, a towering figure clad in dark plate armor, who is always by her side and fiercely loyal to her. Backstory. Reveal that Lady Eira was once a brilliant mage and researcher, who became fascinated with the study of death and the undead. She discovered a powerful ritual that allowed her to raise the dead and control them as her own. She was driven to use her powers to end the suffering caused by war and disease, but her methods were seen as evil and she was hunted by the authorities. She was forced to flee into hiding and use her powers in secret. Goals and motivations. Lady Eira's ultimate goal is to find a way to use her powers to bring peace and stability to the realm. She is driven by a desire to end the suffering caused by war, disease, and famine. She sees herself as a savior and a bringer of order, but her methods are seen as horrific and inhumane by many. She is fiercely protective of her undead army, and will do anything to defend them. Personality and characteristics. Lady Eira is highly intelligent and resourceful, with a sharp mind and a deep understanding of magic and the undead. She is cunning and strategic, able to outmaneuver and outsmart her enemies. She is also deeply compassionate and empathetic, driven by a desire to help others and alleviate suffering. 4. Her undead Knight Protector is fiercely loyal to her, and will obey her every command without question. And sometimes will act without orders, knowing she is in danger. Encounter and confrontation. The players will likely encounter Lady Eira and her undead Knight Protector while on a quest to stop her from carrying out some sort of nefarious plan. She will likely prove to be a formidable opponent, using her powers to control and summon hordes of the undead to fight the players. Skeletons engaging in melee and ranged combat. Spirits flying around harming or protecting. And of course, her use of necromancy spells to harm, weaken, and drain her enemies. As a delver into healing magics, have her cast a regeneration spell on herself, or a large heal spell when she is hurt. She may even have magic items for that in particular, a necklace that shatters upon her taking too much damage, healing her greatly. The players will have to figure out how to defeat her undead Knight Protector and reach her, while also trying to understand her motivations and potentially change her mind. The confrontation with Lady Eira will be a moral dilemma for the players, as they will have to decide whether to stop her by force or try to reason with her and see if her methods could be used for good. This villain provides a lot of opportunities for moral dilemmas and role-playing, as well as a good challenge for the players in terms of combat. The twist of her trying to do the right thing, but using nefarious means, makes her an interesting villain that players will have to think about after the adventure is over. Personal touch. Lady Eira is a Tiefling Necromancer, who is designed by all appearances to look devious. Stories told about her is that she is a fugitive. Descriptions are harsh and stereotypical. However, small groups of people who have met her give contradicting reports. She saved us from an attack from orcs. Her magic saved my child from the pox. Her undead giant of a guardian repaired our roof. Stories of simple people with simple truths. She starts off learning magic that will heal and remove disease. It develops into magics used to manipulate and create spirits and more undead. All a means to an end. But eventually, her delving could lead her into darker teachings, remnants of demonic or devilish knowledge. As her power grows, the more she feels destined to be the only one capable of ushering in the right path for the world. Make sure to delve into these kind of morale questions for your players. Stop her or join her. Follow her and see what she becomes. Or stop her now, and never find out more than a glimpse of her last words. And who is the undead knight that follows her? As for combat, it's best to have her have multiple protections and spells going. Spirits that attempt to take any martial attacks directed at her. A shield that blocks harmful spells. And of course, her stalwart defender, her undead knight, a tank with a brutal greatsword. Deadly at close quarters, and if you want to stop Lady Eira, you are going to have to get close. That concludes Lady Eira the Necromancer. Thanks for watching, and feel free to comment below about any quests or NPCs you have enjoyed or used. Throw a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want more. Most importantly, get questing.